Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our first workshop on Canvas resources. This is a new one that we've just developed for the fall term. We thought we would put together a separate workshop just on some of the additional resources that both our department and Canvas provides you for teaching yourself Canvas, getting brush up, accessing content and so on. Okay, I'm just gonna show this slide you're probably seeing a few times. Type your questions in the chat. Although since there's only two of you in here, just go ahead and raise your hand. I can stop and answer questions as we go. I only have about 25 minutes of material at the most, so we'll have plenty of time at the end for a question and answer. And then we'll post an evaluation link at the end so that you can get any credit you need for that. Okay. So in terms of what we're going to cover today, it's fairly basic. We're going to cover a couple of building issues like navigating and locating shared resources in the Commons, that you can use Commons for material to help build. We're going to look at Kaltura My Media resources, show you how to use Zoom in Canvas. Canvas has a much more finer integration of Zoom, and then some other learning resources like navigating and using resources in the Canvas training portal, registering for Canvas self-paced trainings, and then the ATS webpage for accessing additional faculty and student resources. All right. So what I'm going to do is go directly to a live presentation. So give me a second to get this all set up. Move my notes over here. Oops. Am I still sharing my screen? You guys can see the dashboard. Good. Okay. Now, I think both Parvin and Fred, I believe you're fairly familiar with getting to your Canvas course. If there was a bunch of people in here, I was going to go through sort of how to get through there. So let me go through that really quickly. So if you haven't been to Canvas yet, you'd go through your single sign-on. Here is our Canvas Beachboard link that actually takes you to a web page that has links to both Canvas and Beachboard. Okay. And then once you're in, when you get into your Canvas account, you go directly to the dashboard. And this is where we're going to start today. Okay. So first, we're going to go into the Canvas Commons. And this is where all users of Canvas share resources and where we have developed some content for you. So I'm going to go directly there. You access the Commons through this link right here. I already have it opened in another tab, but it would be this button and Commons right here. And this is what we call our global navigation menu. Parvin, yeah, you have a question. Go ahead and unmute, Parvin. You having trouble finding your mute button? You kind of have to hover over the bottom of your screen.
Oh, okay, sorry.
There you go.
First of all, I wanted to thank Mark Lim for the excellent job he did helping me with putting
Awesome.
5 courses on Canvas. Today, I was going over the whole thing.
You're welcome.
And I saw the fact that I have 5 courses, and in all of them, I have discussion board. And only in one of them, the discussion icon shows up on the dashboard. On the other 4, it doesn't show up. And I'm wondering what's the reason.
Okay, well, let's look at that when I'm done here. We'll have plenty of time. We'll have plenty of time to sort of look at that. Let me get through some of these resources for the other members first, and then we can look at the discussions and try to figure it out.
I'm looking at your emails as well.
Okay,
right
and then Mark can follow up while I'm talking. Okay, so let's go back. So, and then I think we have somebody who just entered. Welcome, John. We're just getting started, so you're just in time.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm starting, and welcome. I'm starting right here from the dashboard, and I'm going to show you our Canvas Commons first, which is accessed through this button right here. I have this open already. When you click on the Canvas Commons button, sometimes it takes a second to load, but it takes you to here. And again, this is where all users of Canvas share resources. and where we have developed a lot of resources for you. We've created some ready-made layouts in Canvas. These are called layouts. If you recall in Beachboard, we called these templates. And these are based on our beginning, intermediate, and advanced templates that we had made that had ready-made content already built out in a structure for you within Beachboard. Same thing for Canvas. We have these ready-made layouts that you can pull into your course that give you some structure for your course. And we call them foundational, just has some basic stuff in it, quick start, and then advanced, which has an entire module structure built out for you. But if you notice, there are other types of resources in here. Those are entire courses. You can pull in separate modules. These are modules that people have shared that you may not necessarily need to pull in your course, but you might want to look at just for examples of how people set things up. People have created pages. You could do things like you can search for home pages. And there are different home pages that people have constructed with different buttons on those that you can pull in and tweak and use for your own purposes. Anything on here is yours to use in your own course. People have shared it. So it's kind of an interesting aspect of Canvas, this whole commons area. Okay, and then let me show you really quickly how to pull some of this stuff in from your own course. So if I go back to my dashboard, if I go to my sandbox and enter my own course, right here on the home page, you'll see these buttons for import existing content. That's mainly from other Canvas courses. And then you have the import from Commons button right here, which will go right to that same Commons page. And then you can click on, say, Advanced Design Course Layout. It shows you everything that's in the course. So you can browse through these and look through all the pages. You can see how we've structured the modules here for you a little bit. You can go into the details tab and see a description of what that content is so that you can use it. And then once you figured out that what you want to use, you can just import and download. It pulls it right into your course for you to use. So again, very useful resource when you're just starting to build your courses out and you want to get started somewhere and you don't want to just start with a blank slate. Okay. Next, I want to show you another resource, and I'm going to go directly into my course here to show you this. I'm going to show you the Kaltura My Media aspect. Now, this is actually a tool, right? It's a tool that you can use for uploading media and for placing media in your course. But I want to introduce it also as a resource that you can use for your videos. So any type of video content you want in your course, you're going to be using either My Media or the Course Media Gallery to place that media in your course, to organize it, to publish. You can use My Media to publish to several courses. So it's a tool and a resource in a way. All right. So first of all, let me show you the difference. So if I go to you have two buttons here. You have one in the global menu called My Media, and then you have another button here on the course navigation menu called Media Gallery. In Beachboard, this was called Course Media, and it functioned the same way. Let me click on the media gallery. So this again is the media for the course itself. Okay, so this is where to access videos that have been published to this course or uploaded through this course, say through a discussion board. They'll all appear here. Okay, but if you notice, I can also click on, I'm going to open this in another tab. I'm going to open up My Media in another tab. My Media from the global navigation menu, which is this right here, wait for it to load. This is actually all the videos that you have made for your other courses. It's your own Kaltura media account, and it's the same account you had in Beachboard. So all of this is an external tool, so it's connected both to Beachboard and to Canvas currently. So all this stuff that you had in Beachboard should be here as well. If you notice, here is the video that I have published to the course itself. So here I'm in my sandbox course. Here's that video, and here's the video in my media account. I can see if I push on this publish button, I can see that there it is. There's the sandbox where it's published. So this is actually kind of a neat tool that is a little bit closer integration than it was in Beachboard. If I click on that media in my media account, I can again, see where it's published. I can I can publish this piece of media. I go to Actions and I click Publish. First of all, you can actually keep media private so that no one else can see it. But if to publish it, you would click it as publish. And notice that in the gallery down here, these are all the courses I'm enrolled in. So I can literally click on all these and publish this video to whatever courses that I want. And then it would pop up in that course's media gallery. Okay, and then you can place it in other aspects of the course that you want. Okay, so that is, again, it's a great tool for managing your media and for publishing into a course. But again, it's also a resource where all your videos are sitting. So I wanted to introduce it in this course. Any questions on specifically Kaltura, My Media, or the course gallery? If I'm moving too fast, just let me know. Okay. Any questions so far? Yeah, John.
Hi, I have a question. Are you able to edit a short video from YouTube and post it?
Yes. Now you can you edit videos using an external tool. Okay.
Not this one.
There's very limited editing capability within Kaltura. There's a little bit, but it's a little bit clunky. So when you're editing videos, you typically do that with Camtasia or with whatever editing tool that you have. And then YouTube is one way of publishing your media. You can simply put a YouTube link in your course, right? But another way is to upload it into the course itself using the My Media tool. And I'm not going into kind of the functionality of that necessarily. I was just going to show it to you as a resource, but we can go over that at the end and show you basically how to upload a video into your media account.
So the canvas itself cannot do any editing at all.
Kaltura can do some basic editing. But it's limited. So I can go here. And launch a Kaltura editor. So you can edit in Kaltura. You have some basic editing functions in here.
Basic, okay.
It's pretty basic. It's kind of clunky.
Okay.
But you can do it. You can do things like clips. You can split videos. You can add some titles. Basic stuff.
I just need cut.
So
cut
you can
shot.
see. So you can see here. You have your kind of basic timeline. I have the video here. And to be honest, I haven't used this that much, so I'm not very fluent with it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you where that is. So you can play around with this if you want. And I'm used to doing all my videos in Camtasia. So for me, this is a little kludgy. But it does allow you to do it. Just like in YouTube, you can edit in YouTube as well. You can edit in your Creator Studio in YouTube. And it's kind of basic and simple, just like this. Basic cuts, trimming. You might even be able to add some titles. I'm not sure. You can zoom. Oh no, I guess you can't zoom. Jump to end. Anyway, basic stuff. But anyway, we can play around with this a little bit at the end if we have a little time. But essentially, that's where you find it.
Okay, thank you, Chad.
Sure. And again, we access. I'm not sure how to go backwards. And then we access that through My Media, and then we clicked on the video, and then here's the launch editor button. Okay. And then going backwards, it's your My Media account. So that's a really great question. It's just some tricky functionality there. Okay, so next, any other questions on Kaltura or videos? Okay, so next I want to show you the Zoom integration, which is also a little better than in Beachboard. In addition to going through the SSO, you typically can go through Zoom here. This opens up your Zoom account on the internet. You can also go directly through the course itself. So I want to keep my Zoom open for a second. I want to show you something. Where is my Zoom account? So, you know, if you go through SSO and you open your Zoom account, this is what it looks like. And you can go to your meetings page, and this is where you can set up meetings and so on. If I'm in a course, so I'm back in my course now. Here's a link right here that says Zoom meetings. All right. And this is where students can access your Zoom meetings that you set up. And this is where you can actually go and set up meetings. So if I click this, it's a learning technology integration that goes directly to your Zoom account. So if you see, this is exactly the same as my meetings page, not exactly, but it's my meetings page in my Zoom account. Same. So I can set up meetings here. I can access previous meetings. I can access my cloud recordings directly through Canvas. So that makes things kind of easy for you. So that's one resource that is there for you. So it mirrors your Zoom account. So any questions on that? Pretty simple. Okay, next, just a couple more things here, and then we're going to be done. Oh yeah, Roger, what did I forget?
I was just wondering if the students would be accessing like a Zoom meeting through clicking on the Zoom meetings link.
I believe so, yes. We can test that. You want to try to set it up and we can test it?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and set up a Zoom meeting and then we can go in as a student and check it out. Thank you, Roger. Okay, in the meantime, I'll show you the training portal really quick. So I'm gonna show you the training portal, which you can access with the help icon. So right here in your global, so you could be in a course or in the dashboard, wherever, you can go to this help icon. And once you press the help icon, you have all kinds of different resources here. First thing I want to show you is actually something that we created. Our IT folks used their magic over the last couple of days and actually created something very unique that other campuses don't have yet. This is where students can go to see whether their course is actually published in Beachboard or in Canvas. Because as you know, for the next year, some professors are going to be using Canvas, some are going to be using Beachboard, some are going to be using either one for different courses. So it'll help with students if they can just have a one-stop place to go to see which courses are in Beachboard and which courses are in Zoom. And this is what we created. So if you click on that, and then again, this is for students. So lead your students here. You won't see all your courses here because you have some courses that are unpublished. But if students click on this, it'll take them, and it takes a few minutes to load because it's gathering a bunch of data. But if students click on this, they can see where their course is published, which can be fairly interesting. So here it's just test courses for me, but I can actually click on these and it'll go directly to that course. So that's actually a neat little tool that's just available at CSULB. Just our staff just put that together just over the last week. So that's that. So tell your students about that. I want to go, so you got to scroll down a little bit to find the training services portal. This actually belongs to Canvas. This is all Canvas trainings that are provided to us as new contractors with the Canvas system. It's available to you through January of 2023. So use this as much as you can before that. I'm going to click right into there, and then I'm going to answer Amanda. Amanda, hi, welcome.
Hi.
I think you're a latecomer, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem.
I'm a part-time lecturer, and so I'm actually technically working at my other job right now. But I have been trying to figure out Canvas, and it's been pretty difficult for me. So I kind of have two questions. Based on what you just put out, where students could look at where the course is published, I played around with that a bit, and I couldn't figure out how to list where my course was going to be held. How can I?
So you're an instructor, right?
Yes.
So as an instructor, you have to sort of determine yourself where you want to teach, what you want to teach in. So you're a new instructor, so you're going to go directly to Canvas, right?
This is actually my third semester, so and this is my first time obviously working with Canvas, but I didn't understand how I would be able to put which platform I want to use on that mechanism so my students could actually see it.
Well, it's already there. You don't really have to do anything.
So when I clicked my course, it was blank on both. So that's why I'm confused.
Oh.
Well, it's
Well, I'm not
it's
sure.
based on whether the course is published. So in Canvas, there's an option to publish your course. If you do
Okay.
that, then it's visible to your students, and then it shows up in that little tool. And
Okay.
Beachboard, if you select that box, check course is active, then it'll show up in the tool.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you were
And then-
saying you clicked on that and it was blank, Amanda?
Well, and that makes sense because I hadn't published in either platform because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I said, I'm struggling a little bit. And so that
Were you teaching in Beachboard last term?
Yes. I've
So
taught
you
it.
can continue in Beachboard until you can get caught up. You have a choice.
Okay.
But
And I
your
wanted to-
courses will be in both platforms, so you really have a choice. So if you're struggling with Canvas, I would suggest maybe just teaching in Beachboard this term and learning it.
And learning it over the break.
Yeah.
So my other question was, is there some format where I can reach out to some sort of technical support to, okay, for Canvas help for
Absolutely.
myself, a
Absolutely.
newcomer who's clearly not super tech savvy?
There's that, and we have self-paced training courses we can put you in, and you can start right away learning it.
Okay,
Okay.
that would be great.
So I'm going to have Mark and Roger post those links for you while I continue on.
Okay, thank you. I
And
apologize. for
You'll
taking
have
so much
all the
time.
resources you need to learn it, and you also have the choice. So don't stress out. You can still teach in Beachboard if you want to this term,
Okay,
and take your time.
all right. Thank you so much.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so here's the training portal. So I'm going to go back to the training portal, and I think I already opened that already, so it's right here. You might see this tutorial for the training portal pop up first. I recommend using it. It's totally optional. I'm just going to close it for now. And it takes you right to Canvas. So this is Canvas's site. It's Canvas. Instructure is the parent company of Canvas. So sometimes you'll see that term Instructure used a lot. So in these three tabs right here, this is the learning library. So you can browse through this stuff. You can see it's grouped by live training. So these are live trainings you can register for. And then you have self-paced courses that you can register for. You can see how there are different topics all the way from beginning to advanced. There's getting started tools and things like that. My learning is stuff that you've already taken. So this is, if you can see, this is my account. I've taken these following Canvas courses for myself. Okay, that you can also take, that we recommend that you take. And then there's a calendar. These have live trainings that you can sign up for. So like for instance, this one, Amanda, you might be interested oh no, that's Badger, sorry. There's a couple of getting started resources here, as well as getting started resources that we created. I'll show you those in a minute. But you can click on one of these and simply register for these and take them at your will. Again, these trainings are free to us as users at Long Beach, all the way through the end of January 2023. It's just an extra resource that they give us for signing up. Okay, so, and then let's see, going back to the learning library, there's a lot of stuff here. So I would suggest using filters because Canvas is actually used by K-12 educators a lot. So there's a lot of stuff in there that's specifically for K-12. It's not really useful. So you can go in here and say tag for higher education, and then you can get all the higher education resources. So you can browse around with some of these tabs to find content that you need. It's getting high usage lately, I think, because of the time of year. So it's a little slow, but it is. Any questions on the Canvas training portal? I'm going to open up with our faculty support webpage. And we have all this faculty support and training here. You can see the faculty training and workshops. These are our live training workshops, just like this one that we've scheduled throughout the fall that you can sign up for. Okay. This is what's called our Growing with Canvas. And you can, if you click on this in your, on this web page, it'll take you to a sign up page. So use this link, John, to just go right ahead and click on that and register for this class.
Okay, on which day? On which day?
Oh no, it's self-paced, so it'll always be
self-paced. Okay, gotcha.
It's asynchronous, and you can start here. Okay. And then, attend our trainings and everything. This is also a page where you can find videos of our previous trainings. This is where you can find our live virtual support. You can email Canvas and all this stuff here. So, you know, I don't have time to go through everything on the site, but there's lots of things here. I'm going to show you. So this, if you click on this, it brings you to a registration link. So it's basically a Qualtrics registration form, but I actually want to show you this course. It's called Growing with Canvas.
Okay, I'm marked down.
And I go to modules. It's purely self-paced. So you just take your time going through this, and it's everything about Canvas, getting started, moving around, navigating, communicating, course design, building out your course, grading, interacting with students, everything you need is here. It just takes a little time to get through it. So some people prefer just these kinds of self-paced trainings. And then we also have the live training that you can sign up for and so on. So we've been, faculty are already starting to use this. We've had trainings going on all through the summer for summer folks, but you all are just getting here and just starting to learn this. And so, but we have all the resources available for you. Okay, so that's Growing with Canvas. So all you got to do is fill out that form from the website. From here, click on there, and then browse around this website to find other trainings. Here's a link to our live events and workshops so that you can sign up for these as well. Canvas resources and support, that's this one, right? Engagement, beach boards and Canvas comparison, Canvas feedback, Canvas gradebook setup, getting started, or no, that's iPad. Okay. We're basically done.